Production of OA Boys Basketball is provided by RevT, we simplify technology for better, the Easton Lions Club, Morris Insurance, Michael Associates Ltd., Doug King Builders Incorporated, the Easton Historical Society and Museum, and by Ken Michael. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing OA Boys Basketball.
Possible make room for all the fans that are here for tonight's game. That would be greatly appreciated. This contest is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the MIAA. Participating student athletes, coaches, and content officials have worked hard to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in the audience. As a reminder, for the safety of everyone in attendance, only players, coaches, officials, and game personnel are permitted on the court for extra time. This includes during play, at breaks in the game, and immediately following the game. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's meet the team. First,
Welcome to Nixon Gymnasium for the Oliver Ames Tigers versus the Plymouth South Panthers. We got a special guest with us today, three-time soccer champion, Drew Hall. Welcome, Drew.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. OA coming in, Drew, with a 20-4 record, 12-game winning streak. Tournament wins over Archbishop Williams in Holyoke. Plymouth South coming in 19-4 with tournament wins over Stoughton and Whitman Hanson. Should be an exciting game. Gymnasium's packed.
Sold out game right here.
Sold out. Oliver Ames comes out with the typical starting lineup. Jacob Locke, Cole Craffey, Sean Solimari, Justin Grimaldi, and Zach Ivanovsky. Tip goes to Plymouth South. South starting with Kilbray #1, Logan Volklinger, Vinny Caffarelli, Ben Fichette, and Al Mazzullo. Oliver Ames in their tight man-to-man defense, help-out defense up top. Looks like they're trying to get Volklinger, the leading scorer, down low. Ivanovsky with the pressure, good defense. Pulled down by Justin Grimaldi.
This is loud. This is loud.
It's a loud arena today. This is the most packed I've seen it for an Oliver Ames game all season. We know the danger of scoring. It's Cole Craffey and Justin Grimaldi. Craffey's been dominant, takes it to the hole again, starts off with a quick two, just where he left off the last game against Holyoke.
If you get him hot, it may be game over.
That's it. They want to get him the ball, let him drive to the hoop.
33 right out of him last game?
33. Like long shot, pulled down by Grimaldi again. Good defense from Oliver Ames. Lock the floor general, like to get Ivanovsky to start early also. So he might have a travel. Good drive to the basket, good defense by Plymouth South, able to stop Grimaldi. Just took a couple too many steps.
Good thing is OA looks comfortable in this game early. They don't look like they're being shied away by the crowd.
Well, you know pressure. You've been in 3 state championship games.
Yeah.
Good drive to the basket by number 2, Caffarelli, fouled by Jacob Locke. The leading scorer for Plymouth South the past couple games is Volklinger. Got a captain, Mazzullo's a good scorer, and also Caffarelli. Well-balanced team. First one's good, Caffarelli. Both teams athletic, not too many bigs. Can shoot the three well. Should be a nice, even match game for both.
OA just needs that hot start like last time.
They need to live off their defense. Defense creates turnovers, and that's been the big difference for OA. Plymouth South being very careful with Grimaldi on the outside. Give him an inch.
Ooh.
Takes a shot, rebound by Solimari. Looks like he might have stepped out of bounds. Plymouth South traveling well for this game. A lot of fans on their side also.
Yeah, a lot for them. I mean, looks like they're filling up an entire section. Always got 3 of them filled up, but.
What do you think? You've been in these games. Do people get nervous when you're out in the field? Once the game starts, you don't even think about it.
I'd say first couple of minutes are definitely the most nerve-wracking. I think for each player individually, it's just you got to get that first movement, that first pass, that first shot. And for here, it's just a couple dribbles on the ball, settle in, at least get a couple touches. The worst thing you can do is kind of mess up that first touch on the ball. Then you're really thinking about it the entire game. Hey, don't mess it up again. So
just settle down.
Yeah.
That sounds like the key. That was a basket by number 23, Ben Fichette last play. Here comes the drive to the basket. Nice block by Ivanovsky. Late call. Looked like Ivanovsky got the ball, but got the foul on Volklinger. As Wayne Casey, who's not here for this game, he's down in beautiful South Carolina on a golf trip with his buddies. 3 refs. Usually you might not get that call in this game. Wilkridge hits the first. As I said, he's the main scorer for Plymouth South. He's carried in the past 2 games. See if Oliver Ames can shut him down. If they do, they might have a good advantage over this Plymouth South team. Second one's good. Little light press, not much. Respect Jacob Locke in terms of the way he's been beating the press versus these other teams. Oliver Ames' offense is simple. Try to get it to Crafty. See if he can drive to the basket. Solimari up top. Back over to Locke on the top of the key, trying to find Grimaldi open. Plymouth South very aware of the outside he's shooting from Grimaldi. Solimari puts it up. Couldn't hit it. Rebound by number 22, Ben Frechette.
Sean's another kid you can't let get hot if you want to win this game. Him shooting the three-pointer is as good as anyone else.
That's so true. They got 3 guys who can score. Grimaldi, Solimari, Crafty. Jacob Locke took a couple shots. Nice power move to the basket by number 3, Marzullo. Took Locke right behind him, couldn't do anything with it. And here comes Owe back on the attack quick. Grimaldi left alone, don't do it. Pulled down by Crafty, got the foul.
I kind of like that from OA. You settle down, first couple possessions, you take it up slow, then you push him, catch him off guard. Wish we could have hit that 3 there, but.
Jacob Locke's done a great job all season, picking his right time in terms of put the pressure on the defense or pull it up and slow it down.
Without a doubt, one of the smartest kids on the court.
Crafty's first one up is good. First substitution, Ben Newton coming in for Zach Ivanovsky. Crafty came back for his senior year, has really sparked this team. As I said earlier, they have a 12-game winning streak, and Crafty has been instrumental in leading Oliver Ames in that streak. Second one is good. Oliver Ames, stolen by Solimari. Back up to Locke up top, slows it down, gets to the captain. Boom! Oh! Cole Crafty comes right down the middle with a massive dunk. Gets the fans up going crazy. And that will wake up the student section.
Oh, my.
Wow.
If I'm Plymouth North, I'm worried after that one. I mean, through 2 guys, takes it up the middle, strong.
Nice defense by Locke. Thought he had the steal, but knocked out on Locke. That was a great play by Solimari. Feed it to a streaking Crafty, and he took it down hard in the middle of the lane. Like you said, that could wake up the crowd.
I mean, very strong 2-3. 2 through through 2 guys, right? And then just throwing it down.
Throwing it down. Looked like it was tipped out of bounds from Plymouth South, Oliver Ames' ball. Another key player during this streak has been Ben Newton. Crafty was out for a couple of games. Ben Newton stepped in the starting position, made a really big difference. Good hustle.
Very good defensively. Yes, very good hustle out of him. Can knock down the occasional 3 as well.
Absolutely.
There
Crafty
we
pulls
go.
for another 3. Once again, Crafty is putting this team on his shoulders. The captain has really come out hot again with a quick start.
And every time this gym gets a little silent, he's there to wake him right back up.
Pull-up jumper pulled down by number 5, Liam Wells. Crafty's all over him. Good defensive pressure. Crafty picks up Locke's man, steps out. Good call. Got a second substitution, Dylan Populous.
Ooh, I mean, what a game out of him last game.
He really stepped up big. Coach McKinnon has a lot of confidence in him now, going early with him.
Yeah, I mean, coming off the bench at the end of the first half last game, didn't really know what to expect. And I mean, a performance like that, can't really deny that he's a really good player. And you got to keep putting them back out there when they're hot.
A lot of hustle on that kid. Drive to the basket again by Crafty. This is the Cole Crafty show in the first quarter for Oliver Ames. Cole 11, Plymouth South 8. Good help out defense by Populous there.
There he is again.
Good defensive pressure. Locke's able to pull it down. Uses his body well, drives to the basket. Got the foul on number 22, Ben Frechette. Good drive to the basket by Locke again.
There was Dylan again on that defensive play. or not cause, but help that ball.
Helped out,
loose.
absolutely. Both those guys put a lot of pressure up top, forced the turnover, and Locke used his body well for that drive. We get the first non-Crafty point from Jacob Locke.
I mean, in this team, I feel like I don't see them miss free throws. You can't give them free throws if you want to stay in this game.
That's it. That's been a big part of their game, getting to the line, knocking down those free throws. Hits the second.
Wow.
As we said earlier, Drew, the defensive pressure of Oliver Ames really pays a difference. Creates turnovers, gets some easy shots. And as we saw at the layup from Locke and the dunk by Crafty.
I mean, I don't think any other team matches the hustle that OA brings on defense. They swarm the ball, and they bring pressure to the ball immediately.
Pull up three by number 3, Marzullo. Looks like we have a timeout. I didn't see who it was with. It might have been from Coach
Plymouth
McKinnon.
South,
From Plymouth South?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that's a typical first quarter. Still 2 minutes left, but Oliver Ames puts a lot of pressure on the ball, creating turnovers. Grimaldi had a nice couple looks at the basket, but it's basically been Cole Crafty taking the ball to the hoop and dominating.
Yeah. I mean, just got to see that more out of him. Last time had a hot first quarter, kind of simmered down a bit. We got to hope he keeps on bringing this pressure.
I think he knows. His senior year potentially could be his last game. I think all these guys are going to leave it on the court.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, and before this, it was last year, not a great year for the team. It was kind of, hey, you're on the basket. I mean, this year, they carry it differently. I mean, listen, now you're proud to be on this year's basketball team after the performance they've put on this year.
I think a big difference is a lot of these guys bought into Coach McKinnon's game style of basketball. A lot of ball movement, create the open jumper, don't force baskets. In every single one of these guys. Plus, you had Sean Solimari coming back for his senior year, which has been a big difference also.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think, again, buying in with the McKinnon way of playing basketball, it's not one guy. One guy can get hot at any time, such as Cole, such as Sean. But it's all, hey, at the end of the day, it's a team game. You got to win as a team, and this team embodies that.
Nice drive to the basket by Grimaldi. Good defensive pressure from Plymouth South. Got another substitution for Oliver Ames. Jacob Locke comes out. Sean Solimari comes in. Nice defense by Ben Newton. Good drive. Grimaldi right there again. These guys don't give up. Someone gets by him. There's another away player coming. Populous with the first shot of the game.
Ooh. Hey, he missed the first one last time. It's a good sign.
Nice, clean, open jumper. We'll take that.
Glad to see he's still not afraid to take that shot.
He's got confidence. Shed up top. Good switch. Newton on him. Kroll, Crafty almost had the steal there.
Bodies to the ball.
Think we got to travel. Good defensive pressure against OA there again. All three players, Grimaldi, Crafty, and Newton. We got a substitution coming in, giving the leading scorer a break. Cole Crafty. In comes Zach Ivanovsky. Also, Locke's coming in for Populous. Locke's relaxed, does a great job of breaking the press, does not get nervous, takes what's given to him.
Yeah, I mean, same as last game. They bring the press. For three? No. They bring the press. Jacob Locke just beats it way too easily with a simple pass or a simple dribble.
Grimaldi with the missed three. 24 seconds, clocks off. Oliver Ames with a 13-11 lead. Good defense pressure up top by Solimari on Volkinger. We got the second foul on Locke. That's unfortunate with 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Looked like Volkinger tried to do a Euro step. Locke is right there, but they got him for the reach-in. Looks like we might have a substitution with 12 seconds. Nate Santos coming in for potentially Locke. Volkinger hits the first. Newton coming out. Scorer Cole Crafty coming in.
Jacob Locke's not someone you want have two fouls already. The guy who runs the floor for you. Gotta kind of hope he can stay clean for the rest of the game if he comes back in.
Plus the way he plays defense. You like to let him be a little more reckless in terms of the way he runs around, reaches in for the rebounds, extra plays. He really makes a difference. With 2 fouls, that kind of limits him in terms of what he can do.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, playing defense at his size definitely isn't easy, so you kind of want him to be able to do those things.
So Lamar feeds to Santos, picked off by Plymouth South again. 3 seconds.
Shot goes up.
Arnold throws it up, off, and that's the end of the first quarter. 13-13. A barn burner in the final Elite 8. Oliver Ames, Plymouth South. What we saw that first quarter is pretty simple, Drew. Get the ball to Cole Crafty and see what he can do.
Without a doubt. I mean, kind of got to give it to your best players at times.
I think what you're going to see also, typically in the second quarter, this is when Grimaldi or Solimari steps up. Kind of takes a little pressure off Crafty, but honestly, the past 2 games, it's been no different. He's been scoring in every quarter.
Yeah, I think he's an all-around player. It doesn't matter. He knows the moment. He knows that this is his last ride with this team. Last time you're playing as a town, for the town. And obviously they have showed out tonight for him, so it means something more.
OA going to be coming out with different starting 5. We're going to have Crafty, Ivanovsky, Santos, Grimaldi, and Solimari. And this place is packed to the brim. You got overflow on both sides underneath the basket. You don't see this too often for a regional Final 8 game, but Plymouth South travels well, and OA is here for this team.
I mean, this is the most packed I've ever seen this gym in my 4 years here.
Santos is the spark plug coming off the bench, taking the role of Populous. He can really drain the 3 at any point, but his big difference is defense. He really hustles. Like to see Ivanovsky get off the schneid, hit some jumper. We got to travel on Ivanovsky. Tried to do a jab step, create some space. Unfortunately, dragged his foot. Turnover.
I mean, yeah, him, Zach, and Justin, I mean, some of the guys we need to get hot here. Because if they start shooting the 3, it's lights out for this team.
Nice drive to the basket by Caffarelli on Crafty. Strong score for Plymouth South to take the ball to the hoop and drain the outside jumper. Plymouth South double teaming Crafty here. He takes it to the hole, gets contact, and hits the basket. Going to see if it's on the floor, if it's a continuation. Waiting for the ref's call. Basket is good. Crafty had 3 players around that time. Looked like he was going to take it out back to the middle, went back to his left, went strong to the hoop, and hits the basket.
I mean, that's what just sets him apart. 3 guys on him by the time he gets to the hoop and still puts it in.
Santos with the tip, a pull down by Plymouth South. Solimari up top playing defense on Volger. Pulls up for the jumper, unable to hit, a pull down by Grimaldi again. I think that's his 3rd rebound. Ivanovsky on the push, back over to Crafty. Grimaldi. Excuse me, that was Ivanovsky. Pulled the trigger, couldn't do it. Looks like we have a jump ball. That's going to be Plymouth South. Good hustle by Sean right there, tying it up. Coach McKinnon giving Grimaldi a break, let him cool down. Ben Newt stepping up. Volkinger bringing the ball up with Ivanovsky on him. Santos steps up on the help out defense, tries to reach in. Got him on the foul. Santos did just kind of reach in, block that shot, but Volkinger, strong player, able to continuate. Missed the shot, but it has 2 shots at the foul line. First one's good. Got a substitution. Zaire Maddox coming in for Nate Santos.
Size advantage OA now. We are much bigger than them on the court right now.
Second one's good. That's a big thing we've been talking all season. OA can go 8 deep. A lot of these teams can't do that.
I mean, huge factor when it comes to the tournament, who can go deepest in their bench when they need them the most.
Absolutely, especially if someone gets in foul trouble. You like to have that deep bench.
I mean, and just the speed that they play at in the tournament is so much different from a regular season game. You get winded way quicker.
Foul on the ground by Ben Newton. Smart foul by Newton. Had an easy layup, prevented it, got it on the ground. Once again, Ben doesn't like a foul. What a shocker.
I mean, he was very close to keeping that one clean.
That was a smart play. Either way, you prevent the layup on that one. Bichette got crafty on, drives to the basket with a semi-hook, hits it for 2. Nice drive to the basket by Frechette.
Better hook shot than what we saw last game. That was last game. That was terrible.
Maddox left alone for a 3.
Damn.
Got it. The big fella drains a 3.
Something about this team and the big fellas making threes out here.
Haven't seen that all season. That's unexpected. You expect Ivanovsky and Newton. Like to see Maddox drain the 3.
I mean, but this is what you want to see. You want to see some guy coming off the bench, stepping up and making plays in the postseason.
Solimari pulls it down, gets it. Ivanovsky drives to the basket with his left, unable to hit it. Good feed by Solimari. Couldn't put it down from Ivanovsky. And here comes Plymouth South back on the attack. Got another reach in by Ben Newton on the ground. That might be his 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, that missed layup by Zach is really something you want to see fall. I mean, that's a tone setter in a game like this. Very disappointing that he couldn't get that one to fall.
Agreed. Once again, off the turnover. You like to see that basket go down. That's what their specialty is, create turnovers and score baskets. Substitution. Sorry, Newton came out, Populous coming in. Good, Drew.
I mean, that's just something that gets the crowd going, puts a little damper on the Plymouth South spirit.
Nice help out defense by Maddox. Long rebound pulled down by Sibere.
Good steal.
It's a way to get on the ground. Ivanovsky. Quick jump ball, looks like. Nice defensive pressure. I think that's going to be OA ball.
Wow, is that staying here for a Plymouth South ball?
I thought it was OA's, but yeah, it's OA's ball.
Oh, okay, there we go.
19-18 Plymouth South. Solimari running the point with Locke on the bench. Good drive to the basket. Created contact. We got a foul on number 22, Ben Frechette.
Sean's dad was right behind him on that play. That got him fired up right there. Sean's dad, big dude.
He might have been working the ref on that side also. First one's up, can't hit it.
Saw a couple of OA guys trying to bribe the ref before this game. No money was exchanged hands, but worth a shot, worth a shot.
Got the contact, that's critical. Got to the line. Misses the second. There's Maddox, good hustle, jump ball. It's going to be Plymouth South ball. Good hustle by Maddox there. Plymouth South has been good in terms of getting the ball to the basket and driving. As Oliver Ames makes those switches, they're able to take advantage of that split second of taking the ball to the hoop. Oliver Ames has to be a little faster in terms of helping out with that double team or that switch. Ivanovsky went for the steal again. Marzullo up top.
I mean, and then just on top of that, the scoring just needs to get going for Oliver Ames here. A little slow in this second quarter.
Not your typical OA game. They usually live and die by the three. They've been driving to the basket. Up and under, pulled down by Populous again.
There you go.
Got a foul on, looks like number 0, Sibere. Ivanovsky coming out. Scorer Grimaldi coming in. Sure, Coach McKinnon wants to get Grimaldi going on that three. Once he hits the first, that will open the floodgates.
Unfortunately, once he got started last game, it really wasn't much of a factor, but hopefully we can get him started earlier this game.
Solimari for three! And there it is. That's the first one for Sean. Like to see him get hot. As we said, get one of these guys going that can really open up the floodgates for Oliver Ames. Good defense
right
from Populous.
Yes. Take it to the hoop.
Crafty takes it up strong with the left hand. Here comes Plymouth South on the attack. Has the numbers. Volkacher by himself. Pulls up for a jumper. Got it. Volkacher, a sophomore. Really had some good pause pulling that ball up for the short jumper. Maddox up top with Shed on. Drives to the back. It's spin move. Goes up strong. Good defense. Pulls down his own rebound. Here's the layup for Grimaldi. That could open it up. Nice layup by Grimaldi. Good feed from Maddox. Oliver Ames in the press. Got to reach in for Maddox on that one.
I mean, taking it to the basket a lot more this game than kind of shooting that three, like you said.
Sometimes it takes an easy basket, an easy layup to get you going. Hopefully that will kind of open the floodgates for Grimaldi. Newton steps in for Populous. I think the way Populous played last week gives Newton a little more flexibility with 3 fouls to still be aggressive and play the way he plays.
It looks like they're keeping Jacob Locke out for the rest of this. Hopefully when he gets back in, he starts controlling the floor again.
Pull rebound down by Mazzullo, followed by number 22 for Shet. We got a foul, it looks like.
On Newton again.
On Ben Newton. My numbers might be off, but I think that might be his 4th. Not what Coach McKinnon wanted on that play, but it looks like he has to go to Populous right now.
Which, I mean, not a bad thing. He's playing perfectly fine, and that is something that plays to the OA's strengths here is that they can do this. They can sub him out all night long if they want to.
First one's no good for Fichette. Lines up the second. He's got it. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. 23-21 game, Oliver Ames. Sean Solimari taking the ball up. As you said, Locke still on the bench with a couple fouls. Grimaldi up top on the right-hand side, back over to Maddox. Grimaldi trying to create some space for that jumper. Jab step, pull up from Crafty, in and out. Maddox came flying by, couldn't pull down the rebound. Pulled down by Volkinger. As you said, Volkinger, a sophomore, good poise for this player. He's the leading scorer for Plymouth South in this tournament.
This is where in the tournament game, you know, it matters that it's a tournament game. That last couple minutes of a period, last couple minutes of the quarter, who's going to be able to settle down and not let the clock get to him and not let the crowd get to him. And there we go. Plymouth South turns it over on cue.
Turnover on cue. Good job on that one. Good defense by McDonald on Solimari up top. Drives, kicks it back over to Maddox. Maddox feeds it to Grimaldi with the long arms, drives to the basket, gets some contact. Looks like that might be a number 22 for Shet. Waiting for the call. Nope, looks like it's going to be on Caffarelli.
Something different. Grimaldi going to the hoop a lot more. Maybe trying to get Plymouth South comfortable and then let it start opening up, let that three start raining down.
That's a good call. Well, listen, if your three's not dropping, drive to the basket, try to get an easy layup and start the scoring that way. Gets the foul line, hits the first.
And 2 free shots for him here. Hopefully get something going for him.
Absolutely. Second one's good. Got a substitution for Oliver Ames. Maddox coming out and Ivanovsky coming in. Good minutes from Maddox. Drained a three. Good defense. Had a nice assist down low. Minute 10 left. Olive Ames with a 3-point lead. Strong drive to the basket by Caffarelli. Couldn't do anything with it. Volkinger up top with Solimari on him. Help out defense on Populous again. Looks like we might get a little travel again. Good defense. Populous came in, helped out, caused a turnover again.
I mean, this is big right here. End of the quarter, builds a little bit of a lead going into half. Just play the clock and the ball better than Plymouth South right now.
Steal a basket here and play some good defense. That's what Olive Ames would like to do. Get it to the scorer. Crafty found an inch, took a strong to the hoop, got a foul. Looks like that might be on Wells. That's on Max Arnold, it looks like. Crafty is so good in terms of seeing just a little space he can take it. He can go either hand, left or right. Really a fantastic scorer.
I mean, just someone who's almost impossible to stop when he gets going. He's just so dynamic. He moves around way too easily.
Big, strong player, too. Hits the first. Hits the second. Well, Olive Ames will get the ball back. It's 40 seconds, 6-second differential on the shot clock on the overall clock.
And now, I mean, something so little like that.
Turnover again.
Turnover.
And there it is. They stole, hopefully, the last shot of the game. Crafty's up top. Might have a mismatch with Max Arnold on him.
I mean, call an ISO with 20 seconds left. I mean, Cole must be feeling it to do that.
He wants to take him down low. And here he goes. Kicks it off. Couldn't do it. Marzullo drives to the basket. Blocked by Crafty. That might have been a reach in on Populous. I don't think they got Crafty on that one. Yeah, it looks like they call it on Populous, not Crafty.
They're getting the ball back again, though. So very little time, but see what they can do.
Captain Marzullo with the first one. It's good. See what Coach McKinnon can call up with 2.5 seconds left at the end of the half.
See if he can draw something, call a timeout. Can't take him with you, so
good
use
call.
him now.
I agree. Got it.
See, is he gonna let? Is he playing? He's gonna let him play it.
Solimari pulls up, tries to find Crafty. That's the end of the first half. Olive Ames 27, Plymouth South 24. Crafty put an exhibition on quarter number one. Played well in the second half, also with Maddox draining the three. Good defense by Populous, and Olive Ames comes out with a 3-point lead in the half. We'll be back after halftime.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I'm Abby Malafato.
And I'm
Coming to you from 50 Oliver in North Easton, this is Easton News and
Don't have time to stay up and watch ECAT channels all day long, or miss your favorite show's time slot? Don't worry, ECAT has a YouTube channel that has all the programs that we show, so you don't have to miss any of the episodes or catch up on past episodes. Search Easton Cat TV, with TV being the only capital letters. The YouTube channel has playlists for every program, even some of the programs you can download a podcast version. We even stream live events through our channel. To stay up to date with ECAT programming, make sure you look up ECAT's YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get all the alerts for the new programming premiere, and change the alerts to all to make sure you receive all of them. Remember to search Easton Cat TV, with TV being the capital letters. So there's no reason to miss any of the ECAT programming. Enjoy.
Hey Easton, I'm Mike.
And I'm Curtis. We're from Royalty Beverage, your local distributor of Polar Spring Water.
We're excited to join forces with ECAT, also supporting local media and helping ECAT thrive.
So join us in making a difference. To learn more, email us at water@eastoncat.org.
Stay hydrated, support ECAT, and let's make a positive impact together.
Thanks for your support, Easton.
Thank you, Easton.
Yeah, this is the life. Just relaxing by the beach. What could be better than this?
I've got an idea.
What?
I'd really like to find a forever home.
forever home?
Yeah, like Jack Ryan talks about on Easton News. A forever home. All those animals at the APCSM, they get forever homes. Why not us?
Listen, man, I hate to tell you this.
Tell me what? Come on, tell me. Look, I can take it. Look at me. Come on, tell me. I can take it. Come on.
We're not real.
What are you talking about? Of course we're real. Look at us. We're sitting here on the beach, on vacation, being served raw meat, mind you. We're having a great time. How are we not real? No, thank you. I'm good. I've had enough. I've had enough. Thank you. What are you talking about? Of course we're real.
Look, it's not that we're not real. We're just not living, breathing animals. You don't even have a mouth, dude.
Well, oh yeah? Well, your eyes are just plastic.
Right back at you.
You've ruined my vacation. I can't believe you've done this.
I mean, while we're at it, why do we need a vacation? It's not like you have a job.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I'm out of here.
Cubby, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Oh, well, you have to get it eventually.
If you'd like to get your hands on a cubby of your own, scan the QR code on your screen now. Hello and welcome to Easton News. I'm Joe Taft.
And I'm Jack Ryan, and together we bring you everything you need to know about Easton, including politics.
The Town of Easton is undertaking a crucial public safety and public works facilities replacement project to enhance essential services for the community.
Community events.
Mark your calendars and get your costumes ready. The Easton Food Pantry will be hosting a Halloween parade.
And sports.
Boys soccer stayed hot, defeating Stoughton 2-1. That was the team's 5th straight division title and 4th in a row in the Davenport.
With APCSM guest segment Pet of the Week.
Hi, I'm Katie with the Animal Protection Center, and today we have a little Iris.
With help from special correspondent Wyatt Fain. Join us
For Easton News.
Playing 6 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, residents of Easton, friends and neighbors. This is Bill Ames,
co-host with Priscilla Almquist Olson of the Film Connection.
On ECAT now for over 20 years. We're very proud of that.
And we like to interview guests from Easton who have been involved in the film business.
Actors, producers. We're very fortunate today to have a producer of a film.
Hey, are you a fan of history? If so, come for adventure with me, your host Drew Daugherty, as we explore some of the most impactful events of all time. We talk about U.S. history. These events led up to the creation of the first Continental Congress. World history. The Allied forces consist of France, the United Kingdom, Russia, Japan, and Italy, and influential figures. The legacy of Martin Luther King is one of selflessness, and he never stopped believing in the equal and free America. You'll get my takes and opinions, so come along for adventure on Drew's Venture History TV. Check us out between your recently scheduled programming as well as on YouTube. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Gail Devins, and join me as we discover all the businesses that made Easton great. This is a wonderful, wonderful place. I cannot wait. I want to do it. I want to go there. I am definitely coming back, and I know you will too, because I'm telling you something. It is absolutely amazing in here. What a wonderful way to discover Easton. It's right here in Easton. Showing at noon on Mondays, 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, and 11 a.m. on Fridays, only on ECAT.
Don't have time to sit down and watch ECAT programs? Don't worry, ECAT has got you covered. That's right, ECAT has
Podcast!
ECAT Podcast Channel has your favorite shows that you could listen to. Whether you want to chill and listen to the Ron Van Dam Show and hear him talk about what's bothering him that day, or the show hosted by local legends Stephanie Weinstein and Meredith Keach, where they talk about anything and everything, or take a listen to the weekly news hosted by Jack Ryan and Abby Kitchenham. Stay tuned in with Tiger Talk hosted by all of our Ames students. Community Forum is where their host Priscilla talks about all things Easton. Easton residents can also find government meetings about various topics. You can find the podcast on Podbean and all your favorite podcast platforms. Just by searching ECAT or the ECAT podcast, you can find it all. The ECAT podcast channel is powered by Podbean, so either in the car ride or walking around town, you can always catch what's going on with ECAT. Happy listening!
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Sick of all the new shows and movies dominating pop culture? Well, have no fear, because Old Time Movie and Old Time TV are here, where we like to add our own flair.
There's a truck out front, and if we could just get the keys...
Man, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? Those are flesh-eating zombies. They upended our car, okay? We're lucky to be alive, especially Joe. I had to pull him out of the trunk, for crying out loud.
It's been a long day.
Also, make sure to check out the Radiocast, our accompanying podcast where we talk about what we've watched.
There was a lot of moments of just Mac on the raft going down the river, just internal monologuing over and over and over.
We show the classics and nothing but the classics. Well, except for the weird ones. Check us out on all our channels as well as our YouTube.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the official first episode of Eatin' with ECAT. My name is Joseph Taft.
I'm Jack Ryan.
And I'm Abby Kitchenham.
We are, in fact, your co-hosts, and we are determined to bring you all the big eats that you can handle. So listen, if you're a foodie, you're not going to want to miss any of the action. Check out our website, www.eastoncat.org, or find us on social, at EastonCat, to find this episode on demand.
Oh, you're going down, Kitchenham. You're going down. You're going down.
I got through the foam, and I'm getting a little more down to the... It's like...
The fact that there's jelly in this just unsettles me.
A Reuben sandwich is the best sandwich out. The sauerkraut mixed with the Thousand Island and the rye bread.
This is something I have never seen before.
We're good. We're all family here.
Where does the ice cream begin?
Big
and
bite.
The whipped cream. And
No more plate.
Back for the second half action. Oliver Ames, Plymouth South, Division 8 semifinals. OA 27-24 lead. Oliver Ames comes out with a typical starting five. Jacob Locke, Sean Solimari, Justin Grimaldi, Zach Ivanovsky, and the scorer Cole Craffey. Grimaldi lines up for three. In and out, couldn't pull it down. Rebound down by Forsett.
Good to see Locke back in this game. The guy who just runs the court for this team, so very key part back on the court for them.
Oliver Ames needs Grimaldi to hit one of those threes. Need to have that score consistently coming off in that three-point line. That will happen, though. Shooters shoot. We've been saying it all season. Just keep shooting. Carfinelli gets the ball down low to Sibere, pulled down by Craffey. Craffey behind his back in the middle, takes it up strong with the left hand.
And he gets his own rebound.
Gets his own rebound, nice job. Grimaldi was right there to tip it. Craffey just continuing where he left off, taking the ball strong to the basket. Locke had the drive, kicks it off to Grimaldi. Short jumper, can't put it down. Can't get frustrated, he's got to keep shooting. It will drop.
Yeah, not good to see him put his hands on his head after that one.
And he's just a good scorer. It will drop. He's going to take his time, stay patient, let the game come to him. Ball's tipped by Grimaldi. Marzullo takes the ball to the basket. Good defense by Grimaldi, but Marzullo puts it up for two. Like we said, they have three people that can score. Forsett, Marzullo, and Volkinger. Very similar to Oliver Ames.
Sean for three.
Got it. Sean Solimari for three. Give him space. He took it. The senior guard stepping up big. Drains another three for Oliver Ames. They get a 4-point lead.
And now that kind of got our way into it. The student section starting the chance now.
Good defense by Locke again. Floor general takes it down. Looks to have a reach-in foul. That might be on Volkinger. Once again, Crafty. Locke saw that he had the numbers, tried to force it, and got fouled. Looks like we have a timeout. You've been in the locker room with games like this, Drew. How is it at halftime? Coach Barada talking to you guys in big championship games?
Yeah, it's kind of like the first half is a lot of nerves. The second half is like after halftime is when you're told, settle down. The first half jitters are out. Just settle down. Let the game come to you. Play the way you want to play. And then you go over a little bit of strategy, but before you show up, you knew what you were doing. It's more just the small adjustments in game and then just keeping the right headspace during the game.
I'm sure Coach McKinnon kind of gives that same pep talk to these guys. Like you said, these guys have been here, 3 seniors.
That helps a ton, having 3 seniors on this team. They don't even need to be here. It obviously helps to be here, but just having 3 seniors it's a different level of maturity.
Absolutely. And these guys have had some big games in the Hockomock. The Mansfield victory, playing some other tough games early on in the season. So we'll see if they can continue it. Like I said, good 12-game winning streak, and Oliver Ames has a 4-point lead. Grimaldi with the ball on the left-hand side pulls up. In and out. Got it. There it is. Coach McKinnon drew it up, get the scorer to score, and there it is. Grimaldi gets a 2.
I think there's the kickstart to his game right there. Tough pull-up jumper.
Well, we had a push-off. Locke had the defensive pressure. Looked like might get a push-off from Bichette, but they called it on Locke.
Wow. How that was a foul on Locke, I have no clue. He was in front of the other player.
Locke was in front of him. Looked like Bichette pushed off, but they called it on Locke, and that's his 3rd.
I can't even explain to you what they just saw, and they did it again, and there's the call.
There it is. Finally got the call.
It all plays out. You get the first one, you don't get the second one.
Unfortunately, you don't want Locke to get that 3rd foul right there, but he's been playing with 2, 3, 4 fouls the whole season just because he's scrappy and hustles. Got Ivanovsky running baseline, trying to get some space.
Cold to the hoop.
Raffy strong to the hoop, draws the contact. That's on Wells.
To stop him, you almost got to foul him and hope you get away with it. Or else he's taking it to the basket and dropping it for 2.
I think Plymouth South has kind of changed the defense. They want to put Wells on Craffy. Don't want to get Volkinger in foul trouble. They had him on early, but Craffy had no problem taking it to the basket against him. Craffy hits the first. Substitution, Shane McDonald coming in for Caffarelli. Lines up, hits the second.
Jacob Locke pressing up early. Kind of try to force some dumb move by Plymouth. Something you can't do in a game like this is just make a dumb decision or a dumb move. It changes the entire game.
Volkinger, the sophomore, tries to go up strong. Craffy's able to pull it down. Good defense by Ivanovsky again. And here comes Locke back on the attack. Frees up Ivanovsky for 3. Craffy tried to get the rebound, pulled down by McDonald. There's Locke.
The defense.
Ball gets kicked around. Good hustle by Solimari. Looks like he might have slid out of bounds. It's going to be Plymouth South ball. Got a substitution for OA. Locke coming out. Newton coming in. I was wrong. Newton has 3 fouls, not 4. Mazzullo pulls for 3. Nope. Air ball. Newton right there has got it.
You put up a bad shot, this OA student section is going to let you know.
Grimaldi goes to the basket, kicks out to Solimari. He's got the three. Got it! And a quick timeout by Plymouth South. The last thing they want to do is have Solimari get hot. Oliver Ames pulls out an 11-point lead.
That's just something you can't let happen. You can't let them drain a three in front of the student section.
And you got a ton of students here. You got some alumni that came back for this game. This is a packed house at Oliver Ames Nixon Gymnasium.
Yeah, that's just kind of the crowd that this OA team brings this year. You just see people here that have no affiliation to this game, this sport whatsoever, and they're still showing out.
It's big. This game right here builds for the future of Oliver Ames. You get people excited about basketball again. Oliver Ames obviously known for being a soccer town. Coach Barad has done a great job in terms of keeping the kids and building up a program. I think you're starting to see the same thing here with Oliver Ames basketball. All season, you start seeing more kids around. You're seeing people attending the games. Really makes a big difference.
And that's all it takes is one year, and these kids get excited about Oliver Ames basketball. I know for OA soccer, that's kind of how it all started. Got a new coach, had one good year after they got that new coach, and it turned the entire town around. Thanks to John Barada.
Yep. Oliver Ames coming out with Newton, Grimaldi, Solimari, Ivanovsky, and Craffey. Oliver Ames opened up an 11-point lead with some hot shooting from Solimari and some timely baskets from Grimaldi, along with a couple foul shots from Craffey. South does not want to have this game get away from here. Really could put this out of reach.
And this for OA is the key part of the game. Keep the defense tight. Don't get too comfortable in the game. Still play defense. Still rebound.
Nice rebound by number 0, Sibere. Good defense from Oliver Ames. Nice long rebound. Puts it up strong. Grimaldi taking the ball to the hoop again, drives, kicks it out to Solimari. He's not shy.
Wow.
Got another one. Solimari feeling it for Oliver Ames, the senior coming back from 3 years in New Hampshire, really making a difference in the second half. Taking over for Oliver Ames. Cole Craffey's missed the third quarter.
And that's good to see. The first time you call a timeout, you can't call a second one after he drains a three like that.
Strong drive to the basket by Saffarelli. Looks like we might have a foul by Ivanovsky. This is when it gets a little dangerous. 12-point lead. Oliver Ames can drain another three. It really changes the momentum. First one's up and not good for Caffarelli. Locke coming back in the game for Ivanovsky. Good defense from Ivanovsky in that last couple series.
If you're Plymouth South, you got to take advantage of the free shots always given you. You can't miss one like that, especially if you want to keep this a closer game.
Next one up, it's good. Once again, a little light press from Plymouth South on Locke. We have a reach in a number 2, Saffarelli, and they got it.
That's just something Locke is so good at. He keeps you comfortable, and then he gets you anxious. You reach in, you foul him. Too good at that.
He's done a great job of doing that all season. You're right.
Especially, he's getting fouled on his own side of the court. There's no need to foul him there, and he just gets you comfortable, and then he does something like that, and you foul him.
Grimaldi taking the ball to the hoop, pulls it back out, feeds it to Locke. Locke double teamed in the corner. Looks like he might have stepped out of bounds. Tough situation. He got double teamed in that corner. Didn't have much to do with it. Just trying to get it out of bounds, but he stepped out.
The good thing is, Plymouth South, you see they keep on rolling too. That means if it's one pass out and there isn't always the open guy, just got to identify it and do it right.
OA needs to keep the pressure here. Basket could change the momentum to Plymouth South side this time. We've got to travel.
Yep.
Good defense by Craffey, forces the turnover. It's going to be an all-way ball. Fans have not sat down the whole second half. Looks like we have a timeout. Might be Coach McKinnon on that one. I think the simple message is take your time. Let's find the hot shooter. He's done a great job all season of feeding the people that are hot. He's done it with Grimaldi, did it with Crafty early on, and I think Solimari is feeling the shot now for Oliver Ames.
Without a doubt. It's something here you got to remind him while you have this timeout. Don't force anything. You don't need to. You're up 11. You have time. There's no need to be making dumb decisions right now.
That's true. I think the other thing, too, once again, Oliver Ames lives off the defense. Create turnovers, force travels. Little things like that make a difference. Throws the other team off, and they've done a great job all season doing that. So I think if they can keep that and keep shuffling in these players to create that type of defensive pressure, it's going to make a difference.
And I think the student section has something to do with that. I mean,
they're loud.
Yeah. Plymouth South, I don't think, has ever felt comfortable in this game.
OA coming out with Newton, Locke, Crafty, Grimaldi, and Solimari. Grimaldi and Solimari lining up in their two deadly corners. I think Plymouth South knows exactly where they are. You don't want to give either of them any space. But Locke's done a great job in terms of getting the ball to the right people at the right time.
Just like right here.
Drives, kicks it off to Solimari. Back over to Newton. Trying to get out of the double teams. Newton had some space, didn't take it. Back over to Locke. Locke drives to the basket, lays it up. It's good.
And I mean, that's just where Jacob Locke shows his true talent. He just dribbled around inside the paint for 10 seconds. Nobody took it from him. He's waiting for something. He's creating something with his movement, and that's just where he kills you.
Volkager drives strong to the basket, gets contact. That's a foul on Newton. That will be his fourth. I assume we'll probably see Populous come in for Newton at this point with 1:43 left in this third quarter. As we said, Volkager, the leading scorer for Plymouth South during this run. Sophomore hits the first. And Populous does come in for Newton. OA still maintaining a 12-point lead. Third quarter's been owned by Solimari, hitting the deadly threes. Volkager at the line, hits the second. He's been perfect at the line for Plymouth South today.
I mean, he looks like the only player on Plymouth South comfortable in this game, which is incredible to see out of a sophomore in what is most likely his first Final Eight appearance.
That's a good point. You're right. He does look the most comfortable of everyone out here. Here goes Crafty. Looks like he got hit on the knee, limping a little bit. Looks like they collided knees, kicks it back out to Crafty. Fakes the limp, takes the three, can't do it. Tipped off by Populous, there he is. Got hit from behind, no foul. Looks like it's going to be Plymouth South ball. Crafty collided knees on that drive.
At first, it looked like a non-contact, and you got to be worried about those, obviously. But I never think it would be good to see him hit knees with someone else, but the non-contacts are always worse.
Looks like he's feeling it a little. Volkager pulls up, good defense by Solimari again. The reach block got himself in trouble. Looks like they might have called a timeout by Coach McKinnon. Crafty limping a little bit, see if he can stretch out that knee.
He's someone, though, he's not coming out of this game.
No, he's not coming out. He can play with one leg and still have an advantage over Plymouth South. This is when you start seeing these teams get a little more aggressive in terms of putting pressure on the ball. So once again, I think McKinnon's just telling them to relax. Let's get the ball to Locke, pass through it. If you can dribble through it, take it. Don't force anything.
Yeah, I would expect to see the Plymouth South full press here coming out of this. I mean, just like they did right there. They know time's dwindling away, and they need to do something now.
Yeah, they got to try to force a turnover, do something in their end. But Oliver Ames has seen this all season. Saw it a lot against Mansfield. Saw it against Holyoke. They try to put some pressure on them towards the end of the game. They're used to this, so they shouldn't have any problem breaking the press. Plus, they have three guys that can dribble out of this. They have Solimari, Locke, and Crafty.
Good to see Colback out there walking around. Still a little ginger on the right knee, but I don't really think it's going to matter much.
No. He's shocked.
That's something when he's going to feel it when the ball's not in his hands. The ball's in his hands. He's not going to feel it.
Locke getting some pressure up top. Volkager on Crafty now.
There he is. Cuts. Oh, yeah, he looks fine.
Locke on the right-hand side trying to fad Grimaldi. Finds him in the corner. Guts an inch. Takes the shot. Just a little off again. Bichette with the rebound. Feeds it off to Caffarelli, and here comes Plymouth South. Strong drive to the basket against Crafty. Looks to get a foul on Grimaldi there. Nope, they called it on Crafty on the push. Not too many threes by Plymouth South. I think we saw one early on by Marzullo, but not much that. They're a big drive to the basket group. Misses the first. As you said, they got to take advantage of these free baskets if they want to keep this game close.
Yeah, something. I mean, when you're given something, you can't not take advantage of it.
Next one's up, and it's good. Substitution, Caffarelli coming out. We have McDonald coming in for Plymouth South, and once again, here's the press. Gets it a lock. Grimaldi can take it up. Big, long arms. Take it to the basket, to the hole. Pulls it up. Got some space. Pulls up the three.
There we go.
Do not give him that space. He has no problem taking that three, and he shows. Volkager takes the ball to the basket strong against Solimari, and that's the end of the half. Oliver Ames has an 11-point lead, 45-34.
And smart there from Grimaldi. He saw the open lane, settled down, wasn't too anxious to take it to the basket immediately, stepped back, calmed himself down, and took the shot.
I think he was shocked. Very rarely do you see a shooter like that wide open.
I mean, they were double teaming Sean off the inbound, so.
Well, this is what happens. I think last game we saw the same thing when Holyoke came out against OA. They were very conscious of Grimaldi shooting, opened the space for Crafty, and he took full advantage of that in the first half. Looks like now Plymouth South is kind of keying a little bit on Solimari, and let's see if that frees up Grimaldi.
Yeah, I mean, before the game, most coaches, you put the important numbers on the whiteboard before. I mean, if you're Plymouth South, you got to write all 5 numbers up there. All 5 can do something, and that's just something that 08 brings to the table that I don't see many other programs have that.
That's it. You say they have 3 scorers. They legitimately have 4, and Ivanovsky's playing well. He can drain the 3 and drive to the basket. Locke probably takes 3 shots a game. He's good for 2 of them. He's already hit 1.
And even if you let him have too much, he will take it to the basket and put it down for 2.
OA coming out to start the fourth quarter with Populous, Grimaldi, Solimari, Locke, and Crafty. And this is the final witching hour, we call it, fourth quarter. OA has 11-point lead. Plymouth South, see what they can do. Good pressure by Solimari, again tipped out. It's going to be Plymouth South ball right in front of the fan section. They're going to be loud all over.
Wow, I mean, you can just see him making the circle around number 10 right now.
Poor Arnold's getting killed over there. Got the ball to Volkager. Dangerous pass, but he's able to pull it down. Looks like they got a foul on Solimari on Frechette. Looked like he tried to get around him, but I think he had his right arm dragging on his back.
I mean, in that second inbound there by Plymouth South, almost threw it into Grimaldi's hands. That's kind of something where you can tell you got to calm down. You can't make that mistake in the last 8 minutes.
Help out defense by Crafty, sorry.
No, all good.
I think the offense is pretty much get the ball to Volkager and see what he can do. Drives to the basket again for another basket. Sophomore is tough down low. See what OA can do. Get to the score. Grimaldi going to the basket. There it is. Drives. Got it for 2. Justin Grimaldi stepping up for Solimari in the fourth quarter now, and he's taking over.
And that's just something Jacob Locke does. Sits there at the top, calls the play, puts it in motion.
Oh, big block by Dylan Populous off the glass. Here comes OA on the attack.
Cole To the hoop.
Crafty takes it up strong with his left hand, and just like that, they swing to a big lead. What a defensive play by Populous.
That's a game-changing moment right there. Steal the ball, give it to your guy, puts it in for two.
Volkinger with the basket. Keep it 11-point lead, but Populous came out on the right-hand side and pinned it against the glass. Wow.
I mean, and that's just what you see out of state championship caliber teams. There's some guys who you don't read about at the start, and then they become something in the tournament, and you need someone like that on your team.
Big players step up. The bench players are critical. When you guys had your run in soccer, a couple of names that you didn't expect to pop up, had some key plays, but you still had the scoring from Carney, the Churchills, yourself. It really makes a difference. Once again, defensive pressure from Oliver Ames. One key is they got to shut down Volkinger. He's driving to the basket. He's getting his baskets. He's a strong player, can go with either hand, but OA is exchanging baskets with him, which works in our favor, up by 11 points.
Wait, I mean, if I'm OA, I'm kind of fine with that. Two at a time. And we have the ability to drain the three. I would be okay with seeing the layup for layup. And at that point, I think OA still has the advantage.
It's a numbers game. We'll do that all along. Exchange baskets. We still up by 11. Looks like they pulled off the press. It might be more zone press right now against OA.
Looks like too high with three back.
You usually get one of the big guns in the corner.
Here we go from the corner.
Well, Amari can't hit
Jacob
it.
Locke with the rebound.
Pulls it down, the general.
I mean, just coming out of nowhere. Shortest guy on the court taking the rebound.
Call that a Casey point out of nowhere. Makes the big play. Slows it up. Coach McKinnon telling everyone, set the play. Let's get it to the shooter. Find Grimaldi in the corner. Couldn't get it to him. So Amari will pull. Just a little
Jacob
too
Locke
much.
again.
There he is.
And in OA, if you're OA right now, you're fine with this. You're taking clock away from the game. You get to keep on shooting. Here we go again. And OA gets it again. Colt.
Well, they had their shots. That's for sure. Rebound pulled down by Frechette. Volkinger taken up for Oliver Ames. Like I said, he's been the main scorer. Basically one-on-one basketball with him. Pulls up. Can't get it. Pulled down by Caffarelli. Drives to the basket. Yanked down by Grimaldi again. Reaching. Unable to pull it down. Looks like he reached in again. Looking for the foul. Nothing done. Here comes OA back on the attack.
I mean, in OA's last possession, they didn't come out with points, but they killed them over a minute and a half on the clock.
Makes a big difference.
Because you'd rather have Plymouth South scrambling at the end than getting comfortable now.
I got to travel on Crafty. Plymouth South did a good job with that double team. Forced a turnover on Crafty's side. We got a substitution. Populous with a massive block in that last series. Ben Newton coming in for him. Away with some slight pressure. Solimari backs off. Once again, Volkinger, the big gun for Plymouth South, taking the ball up. Feeds it over to Arnold. Drives to the basket. Got it with Grimaldi on him. Good, strong drive to the basket by Max Arnold, Jr. And Plymouth South won't go away. They called a foul on, looks like they might have called it on Locke, not Grimaldi.
Yeah, he doesn't. I think it's got to be him. He does not look happy. So.
Yeah, looks like they called it on him. That will be his fourth. Yes, fourth. Arnold at the foul line, got it. Cuts OA's lead down to 8. Populous coming in for Locke. Solimari, senior, taking it up. That's the big difference to this year's team and other teams. If Locke gets in trouble, ball can go over to Solimari. Good swing, got Grimaldi again by himself.
Ooh. Rebound away.
Crafty with the rebound, got a reach-in foul. Looks like on Frechette.
I mean, OA just killing Plymouth South right now on the offensive board.
Always getting good open jumpers, just not falling, but continue to take them. They'll start dropping for you. Finds Grimaldi, he's able to tip it out. Mazzullo with the steal, got the quick 2. Cuts always lead down to 6. Solimari coming down on the left-hand side. Looks like we have a timeout by Coach McKinnon.
Good timeout right there.
Great timeout, I agree with you. Really kind of stopped the momentum. Looks like Plymouth South was mounting somewhat of an attack there. Use the timeout. And it's getting loud here, Drew. Plymouth South starting to wake up from the dead.
And Plymouth South starting to wake up, but then that brings back out the fire of OA. And
That's it.
I think that's going to help them out. I think they kind of sort of fell into that little period where they got a little too comfortable with the lead they had, and now that it's getting tight, they're going to start fighting back a little bit more.
It's the same thing. You got to continue to shoot. Those aren't bad shots to take in. Wide open threes all season. Olive Reigns been knocking those down. So I expect if they continue that, they'll start hitting those 3-pointers. Locke back into the game for Oliver Reigns. Populous coming out. I think at this stage, Coach McKinnon trusts Locke in terms of breaking the press and setting up the offense. Plymouth South a little late to come out, and looks like the fans of all the Rams are all over him. Arnold all over, Locke up top.
Oh, come on, Sean. There we go. Two
They
players
look to
down, you
control
got
it.
numbers. There
Locke
we go.
has it
Too
down
easy.
low. Gets it to Crafty. Once again, Locke comes in the game. Creates a little space. Finds Crafty down low for the layup. And we needed that basket.
And I mean, if I'm Plymouth South, I'm worried I just left Cole under the basket alone.
Wild drive to the basket by Caffarelli. Pulled down by Crafty. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be OA ball. I don't think Coach Costa is too happy with that drive by Caffarelli.
Not at all. I mean, just a Hail Mary trying to throw that one up. And that's when you can kind of tell when they start shooting throws, putting up shots like that, they're getting nervous.
Solimari able to break the press, gets it over to Locke. The quick double team from Plymouth South. Olive Ream has the numbers, but they slow it up, takes their time. Good job by Solimari, senior.
Watch out here. Here comes it. Jacob Locke's gotten this guy a little too comfortable. He's getting the foul call next time.
Go away. Would like to get the ball to Crafty if they can. He's got a smaller player, Marzullo, on him. See what they can do. Kicks it off to Grimaldi. Drives to the basket. Lays it up, and it's good. Good, strong basket. Good drive by Grimaldi. And takes off the full 34 seconds.
I mean, that is huge. The taking time off the clock here with the lead.
Volkager takes it up by himself. Looks like they get a foul on Solimari.
I mean, OA with a 10-point lead here, you just want to take up as much clock as possible. Take it down, 34 seconds, shoot it on the 34.
That's what they just did. Great move, and here we go. Volkager at the line for 2. First one's good. Arnold coming out for Plymouth South. Caffarelli coming in, and also you have coming in is Shane McDonald. Arnold had a big basket on that last drive on the left-hand side with 3-point play, but Volkager at the line for the second. Looks like it's good. Grimaldi, the captain, taking it up. Has no problem beating the press. Reach in from behind from Volkager. Gets it over to Crafty on the left-hand side. Crafty takes his time. The clock is the friend for Oliver Ames. There's a reach in by McDonald on Locke again.
There's the foul on Locke.
You've been saying it all along.
I mean, not that the foul gives up any points, but it's just another foul for another player, another stop. It just slowly takes the wind out of the sail from the South. And watch out, he may get another one here.
Solimari has the lane, takes it, sidesteps, gets it back to Grimaldi. Grimaldi pulls the trigger from 3. Short, Solimari's right there, feeds it back to Newton. Picked off by Frechette.
There he is again.
Solimari gets it to Newton.
Yep.
Oh, what a play. Solimari saves the ball, gets it to Newton. He gets hit from behind.
And then there's the hustle of the OA defense. Sean gave up the ball in a critical moment, and he comes right back. He doesn't let it affect him. Some players put their head down, stomp, do whatever they need, throw their hand in the air for some reason, and he didn't let it affect him.
Great play by Solimari. We thought that was a shooting foul. Looks like it's a reach and no shooting foul. Newton was trying to sell it himself.
There he is.
That's Solimari by himself in the lane. OA taking their time. Grimaldi takes the ball to the lane again, pulls up for the jumper, can't hit it. Crafty's right there, tipped around, Locke's right there. Ball's on the ground. Looks like it's picked up by Marzullo. You got a timeout from Coach Costa. Smart timeout. Marzullo's on the ground. Either it's going to be a travel or a jump ball. Great, like you said, great play by Solimari. Senior, hustle, got it to Newton, continued the play. We're at the 2 minute and 7 second mark, and this gets down to the witching hour.
I mean, if I'm seeing this correct, Plymouth South coach, he's doing the right thing. He's not getting over anxious. It looks like he's talking very calmly over there, not speeding up his words, because that rubs off on your team. And you got to keep it slow in these moments. Make this 2 minutes and 7 seconds feel like 10 minutes.
Now listen, at this point, Oliver Ames with a miss, quick 3 from Plymouth South. It's a 5-point game. It's in the range for both teams. So Coach McKinnon's been deadly coming out of these timeouts.
And it's a tournament. Anything can happen at this point. A layup can change the game.
Plymouth South coming out with their starting fine of Sibere, Volkinger, Saffarelli, Mazzullo, and Frechette. Oliver Ames putting a little pressure. Newton will be on the ball. Able to get the ball into Saffarelli. Saffarelli taking the ball to the hoop. We got to reach him by Crafty. It's on the ground, no shooting. The 14th foul for Oliver Ames.
I kind of like that approach. Show them pressure. Don't sit back and wait. You show them pressure. You get them scrambling. It's balling's in your court at that point.
Saffarelli got to travel. Tried to back in Locke, but he traveled. Oliver Ames ball. Good defense by McDonald on Locke. Locke taking it up. Able to bake the press, gets pushed again by, looks like, Volkinger. There it is. Drew, you've been saying this all game. He does a great job at creating contact.
I mean, in Plymouth South, that's just something stupid right there. I mean, fouling him in his own side of the court is just, that's what loses you games.
Both teams have 4 fouls. Newton doesn't want to get double teamed. They're able to get out. Once again, double team from Plymouth South. Oh, wait, taking their time. Clock is their friend here. Grimaldi on the left-hand corner. Pulls up for the jumper. Just a little off there. Solimari, veteran senior, takes it out. Doesn't force anything. Locke goes in for the drive. We got a reach-in foul on, looks like, number 2, Caffarelli. A smart move by Locke, had some space. They thought he was going to pull it out, drove to the basket, created some contact, set the line for 2. First one's no good. Substitution for Plymouth South. Cibarelli coming out, Frechette coming in. Also have Arnold coming in McDonald going out for Plymouth South. Locke lining up for the second one. A little off, pulled down by Arnold. Here comes Plymouth South back on the attack with a minute 30 left. Good drive to the basket, reach in foul on Grimaldi. Volkinger is going to be at the line for 2. Not what you want to do in terms of stopping the clock.
Not at all. If you're away, you want this thing running for as long as possible.
Both teams at 5 fouls at this point, so anything after this will be at the foul line. Volkinger missed the first. He's been almost automatic from the foul line this game.
And here it comes. This is crunch time, minute 20 left, possibly the last game of your season. No matter what age, what grade you're in, you're feeling this no matter what. It's just how well can you cope with it.
Volkinger lining up the second. Got it. Away up top with Trafiani, going to reach in by number 2. Got Solimari in the corner. Got a reach in foul by Caffarelli, it looks like. Crafty will be at the line, it looks like, for 2. This is great when you have a senior at the foul line. He's been in a lot of these pressure situations. He's used to it. Pressure like this usually doesn't get to him. Away with a 7-point lead. His dad, Mike Craffey, praying up to the stars right now. First one's no good. With substitution, Volkinger comes in, also for Shet, 2 scores for Plymouth South. Craffey at the line for the second. In and out, pulled down by Volkinger, and here comes Plymouth South back on the attack. Newton on Volkinger. Volkinger pulls up from the 3, short. Ball goes out of bounds off of Solimari. It's going to be Plymouth South ball.
Yeah, not his game there to pull up from the 3, obviously, but you got to do what you got to do.
This is the difference. They don't have a lot of 3-point shooters. Only 3-point shot they've had, I think, was Mazzullo early in the first quarter.
Oh, that's...
Good strong drive pulled down by Grimaldi. Plymouth South just wants the ball a little more. We got to reach in, Mike Beyond and Ben Newton. That's a tough call. Coach McKinnon pleading for a jump ball. Ben Newton kind of doing the same. I tend to agree with him. Looks like that ball was tied up and they call a foul on Newton. It's an unfortunate foul.
Yeah, I would like to see Ben be a little, I mean, obviously you hate to foul out of a game like this, but I mean, you got to keep your nerves in check here because the rest of your team is seeing this. So if I'm him, I got to, you can be disappointed in it, but you got to get back to the bench, calm yourself down, so that, just so the rest of your team doesn't see
That's
it.
a good point. You're right. Ivanovsky coming in for Ben Newton. Arnold will be at the line for 2. You don't lose too much with Ivanovsky coming in for Newton.
Oh, yeah.
If anything, you might have a little more on the scoring side. First one's up, it's good. Plymouth South able to cut the lead down to 6 with 56 seconds remaining in the Regional 8 game. Arnold lining up the second. Misses it, pulled down by Mazzullo. Arnold has the ball back up top, driving to the basket, kicks it off to Mazzullo. He pulls the 3. He's got it! 48 seconds, here comes Owe. Solimari's got it. Got a reach and foul by number 2, Saffarelli, but that cuts the lead down to 3. Solimari went hard to the ground on that foul. Looks like he might have a cramp in his left leg.
If you're OA here, you got to settle down. I mean, if I'm them, I'm taking all 35 here. Spread the court out, move the ball around. You don't want to give them the ball back quick here.
Well, listen, we got a senior at the foul line. This is who you want taking the shots. Hopefully he's not hurt. Step up, drain a couple, make this a 5-point lead. But this is why you come back. These pressure moments.
Yeah, you don't come back if you don't think you got a shot. So he obviously had a confidence. He had confidence in this team that they were going to do something.
Solimari stepping to the line. As I said, he got pushed to the ground. Looks like he had a slight cramp in his left leg. Seems to shake it off, and he'd be lining up for 2 shots. First one's up, and it's good.
That's huge.
That's a big basket, Drew.
You can't change the game with 1 shot there. You got to get 2 now. And with the amount of time left, that was huge for LA.
Solimari lining up for the second, the senior. Up and good. It's a lot of time at the gym. Didn't feel the pressure at all, trying to get the ball into Volkicher. Crafty's right there. Volkicher trying to take the ball one-on-one, has Crafty on him, takes the ball up, throws it up. It's up and good. 33 seconds left. Trying to trap Solimari again, got the foul. 3-point game still.
I mean, and that's what your best players do in the state tournament. You give them the ball and you let them do their thing.
Bolger took the ball from our side down to the Plymouth South side, scored with ease. I shouldn't say with ease, it was a difficult shot, but fouled right away, and Solimari's at the line. 3-point game with 31 seconds left. Once again, the pressure's on. Stepped up and hit the first 2 last time. Let's see what he can do this game. Yep. No pressure from Solimari. Drains the first one.
And you can tell that meant something to the entire building.
Lining up for the second. He's got it. Solimari deadly with the free throws towards the end of the game. Here comes Plymouth. Looking for a quick basket. Drives to the hoop. Able to score quick. 23 seconds and counting. Gets it to Block. Got the foul from Mazzullo on Locke. Locke's going to be at the line. I think Plymouth South said, let's not get the ball to Solimari. I don't want him taking the foul shots. Let's take our hand with Locke. Junior captain. He's been in these pressure situations himself. Plays a ton of AAU ball. Been some games against Mansfield. Franklin hit some big foul shots. Let's see what he can do here.
You like to see both fall, but you need one.
First one's in and out. This is a big one here. This makes it a 2-possession game if he can drop this one. I wouldn't be surprised if he misses it. If Crafty's right there. It's up, Adam. Pulled down by Volkinger. Here comes Plymouth South.
This isn't their game, though. Shooting the 3.
Goes up strong, unable to do anything with it. Volkinger pulls it down.
Yes,
Solimari's got it.
Yep.
Ties it up. It's going to be a foul on Plymouth South. Good hustle by Solimari to get that rebound.
And that got everyone on their feet in the building. There's not a single person on that side not on their feet after that.
Volkinger tried to take the ball by himself to the hole. Unable to score. Gets into Solimari's hand. He's at the line for 2. The senior's already drained 4 of them.
OA student section singing Plymouth South the song.
First one's good. Solimari has been automatic at the through the foul line. Lining up for the second. Oliver Ames has a 4-point lead. It's off. Volkinger with the rebound. 5 seconds. Marzullo taking the ball to the hoop. Got a push off.
Oh, we can't lose the ball there.
Pulls up for a 3. That's it. Hits
don't
a
matter.
3. And we got a 1-point victory. Oliver Ames is going to the Final Four.
Huge win for OA. Shows they're battle tested. An all-around great win for OA.
Great play from Cole Crafty. Sean Solimari steps up in the second half, particularly at the foul line, to a big victory for Oliver Ames. And they're off to the Final Four. Enjoy it. We'll see, I think, Malden Catholic?
Malden Catholic.
Malden Catholic. So enjoy it. Congratulations, OA. And we'll be off. Thank you.
Production of OA Boys Basketball is provided by RevT. We simplify technology for better. The Easton Lions Club. Morris Insurance. Michael Associates Ltd. Doug King Builders Incorporated. The Easton Historical Society and Museum. And by Ken Michael. ECAT would like to thank all the sponsors for the support of producing OA Boys Basketball.